By now, we've all experienced a tidal wave of coverage about the who, what, where, when, and how surrounding the death of superstar Michael Jackson. We know his music moved the world and that his peers and fans will forever remember him as the unquestioned king of pop. But what's truly amazing about this influential icon is how little we, the public at large, really knew about him as a person. What about Michael the man? In the next half hour, we'll visit with friends, collaborators who shared personal time with Michael at work and at play. We all knew Michael for heartfelt songs like We Are the World, but how big was his heart when the cameras were off?
I saw this guy go into an orphanage in Romania and turn the conditions around within 24 hours.
And only someone that Michael considered to be like family would really know what he was like as a father.
We talked about his moments when he was young and how, he would never have his children go through any of that.
In entertainment, kings are crowned based on the legacy created by their impactful body of work. But it's the everyday thoughts, feelings, and actions that define who we are as a person. This is what we leave behind to our friends and family, to those who are close to us, our human nature. I'm Tim Cash, and welcome to Michael Jackson's Human Nature. To most of us, Michael was larger than life, both as a performer and as a humanitarian, and he often seemed to operate in his own way. What few people know about him is that, hey, the man loved to go out and party once in a while. But don't let me tell it, it just so happens that Michael knew an expert on the subject, Diddy. It probably goes without saying that if you're not on the list for a Diddy bash, you're not getting in. So how do you play it if the king of pop unexpectedly shows up wanting to get his groove on?
I was throwing this party for the MTV Movie Awards. I was starting to plan to really do my entree onto the scene as an actor. I invited everybody. Everybody was there. The Beckhams was there. And I remember Beyonce was there. Jamie Foxx, Ashton, Cameron Diaz. It was Will Smith, Chris Rock. Everybody that was moving and shaking in Hollywood. So the party's going on, the party's off the chain, the party's already a success. I remember Beyonce had just dropped Crazy in Love. I remember that's what was just killing the dance floor. And she was there. And so I remember the DJ, he ain't played yet, and the dance floor was warmed up, and everybody was saying, we want to hear the new Beyonce joint. That's how hot it was. Security comes to get me and says, you have a guest here who wasn't on the list. And I'm like, who? He's like, Michael Jackson. I'm thinking they joking around. I'm thinking like, they trying to maybe punk me. This is like I think Punk was out during this time. I'm not knowing what's going on. So then I go towards the back by like where the catering was, and it's Michael. And I'm like, Michael, what's up? Like, what you doing here? And he was like, I'm here with Brett Ratner. We came to the party. Is everything cool? Can we come? And I was always, impressed on how down to earth he was. But this is like extra down to earth. He's like asking, is it all right to come to the party? He's saying like, this party's really hot. You got to invite me to more of your parties. And then he leans over to me. We taking some pictures. He leans over to me. He's like, where's Beyonce? And I'm like, I didn't think I heard him correctly. He's like, I heard she's here. Where's Beyonce? And I'm like, okay, hold on. Let me go find out where she's at. So I run up on B. B is on the dance floor. I'm like, B, Michael's here. He wants to meet you, whatever. And so I get Mike, bring him over. He's like, I love the record, whatever. He goes and tells the DJ to play the record. DJ plays the record, and I recall them dancing. I don't want to be quoted for that. That could have been in my imagination, but I do recall them dancing or something. But even if they never danced, that's the way it is in my mind. But I'm pretty sure that they did dance. But the whole recollection of that, it was so real that Mike recognized the greatness in Beyonce early, and didn't have no ego about it, and was ready to meet her and give her hugs. And he was also ready to go for his as a man. I think we all as men at that time wanted to dance with Beyonce. And I remember Michael had the courage enough to come to the party, ask for Beyonce, and even dance with her.
When we come back, we learn what Michael Jackson was like as a father. Plus, how Michael stepped in to help save an orphanage in Romania. And how do you play if Michael Jackson wants to go out and catch a movie? Akon explains.
And I'm looking at these kids' faces, and they not even knowing that Mike is standing right next to me. Like, if they only knew this guy was standing right next, you know how much havoc that would have caused up in that place?